My name is Kaylee, and my most embarrassing memory from my teen years is I pushed a grade 10 down the stairs on his first day of school thinking he was my best friend.
So my question was, what is my biggest regret?
Is that I don't have more followers on Instagram. Follow me, yeah, at Harold.
My biggest regret is existing.
My biggest regret is spending hours and hours on a UBC application.
My biggest regret is coming to UFC.
I know, I guess just not talking to as many people in high school.
Hey, what's your name?
I'm Jack.
Hey, meet Jack, guys.
Hey guys.
Okay, this is too tall for me. How do I... Thank you. Not doing more research before I applied for university, because I feel like there's something else I should have done. So now I kind of really regret it.
These past 18 years of my life is honestly just not being as nice to my little sister as I could have been. So her name is Angelina.
Okay, so my most embarrassing memory from my teen years is my first day of grade 12. I had just gotten my license and I was having my music full blast, and I drove up to my parking spot and I crashed into the school and my bumper fell off in front of everyone.
I had my PE course. We were in the pool. I came out of the changing room. My towel fell down.
This one time in university, I had some bad tummy ache. And then...
So I had to leave my bio lecture where we were also learning about birth and labor and delivery and all that fun stuff. So I was already feeling extra nauseous.
I was like farting all quietly all morning. And then one of the farts were short.
So I went to the washroom and I was having a minute on the toilet and then I fainted.
And then I spent all day in my poop. And then probably developed some bad rashes down there. But
I woke up on the bathroom floor of my high school, which was really gross. But that's George Hill. That was my embarrassing story. Thanks, guys.
So my most embarrassing memory was it was in middle school and I was at a camp. So there's a pile of shit behind me and I didn't know, and my friends pushed me into it.
What makes me happy? I just like kicking it with the boys. Kicking it with the boys.
My boyfriend, Nazi Hamad right there, makes me happy. My boyfriend, he's right there.
Oh, yo, my biggest regret's not learning how to dress well in high school, and still to this day probably. But I got dunked on one time when I played ball in the States. That was probably the worst.
There was a Christmas concert, and I had to read a script. And I was walking on the stage and I might have dropped the microphone on somebody's head in the audience, and I ran off the stage because I didn't know what to do, so I ran off the stage. And yeah.
When I was a kid, I stuck a clothing iron to my face. Thank you.
All right, so what's my biggest regret? I don't know, I guess taking up IT at SAIT, because I don't know, my parents just sort of recommended it to me and I didn't know much about it, so I was like, oh, okay, I'll just do it.
When I was 17, that was my first time getting drunk, and I went to a party and I literally went through all the stages of drunkenness.
I tried it out and, well, it was just not for me. It was so difficult. And yeah, I mean, I dropped out of it, and I mean, I don't even have a job. I didn't have a job at the time, so my parents are the ones that paid for it. That was just thousands of dollars down the drain.
And it was 8 p.m. and I was already done. And I woke up and I started laughing, crying. I wanted to fight.
Yeah, I remember my mom was kind of mad at me for dropping out. I'm like, okay, this is really not for me. So it's either I fail or drop out. So I chose the dropout option. So.
And I remember I went to the washroom because I wanted to throw up, and accidentally I damaged the sink. And yeah, that was super embarrassing.
Yeah, that's just kind of a few months wasted. Yeah. There you go.
I got along really well with my teachers, not so well with my classmates, and so we'd literally be I was that kid who stayed in at lunch. I'd be like, hey, Mr. Stinson, let's talk about books and stuff. And honestly, looking back on that, cringe.